welcome to my channel. This is Budget with Katie, and my name is Katie. I am a brand new cash stuffer. I kind of have dabbled in it in the last couple of months, but overall, this is a very new experience for me. And my thought process was, why don't I share this journey with others? So if anyone else wants to start this journey, we can do it together, and so I can be held accountable. Sorry to put that pressure on you guys, but I am an impulse shopper. I did not grow up learning about financial responsibilities, and I have some debt. So I need to be held accountable. I need you guys to say, Katie, why aren't you cash stuffing? Where's your cash stuffing? Did you spend it? Were you supposed to spend it? So I thought this was a great opportunity to do that, and so I just I just think this will be fun. I think this will help me really focus and start just being really intentional with my money. I really want to heal my relationship with money, and I'm slowly working on that. I'm really focusing, or I'm not even focusing. I'm just really working on the impulse shopping. It is something that is a huge problem. And I definitely think it's one of those, I didn't have money growing up, and so now I'm like, well, I work so hard, I can buy myself anything. No, I cannot. So that is one of the biggest goals of 2025 for me, and it will bleed over into 2026, is to just be more intentional with money. And then I really want to build a savings, and sinking funds, anything like that. My boyfriend and I have lived in this apartment for 5 years, and we're ready. We're ready to take the next step, get a house. We want bigger space for ourselves, for our two cats and our dog. We're ready for the next step. And so this is a great opportunity to start working towards that. And then I have some debts that I need to pay off, and I'd really like to pay off early. I have my car payment, and then I have web bank, which was like a monthly finance for our TV, and then I have a Navy federal loan that I'm paying off. And so I just thought that cash stuffing would help me get ahead on those. And lastly, I really want to get ahead on bills. I want to be a month ahead. I'm honestly really tired of living paycheck to paycheck, and so I'm trying to find ways to save and finally get a month ahead, so that I don't have to stress every time I go to pay something and be like, oh no, do I even have enough money for that? And so if that's something that kind of sounds like you, or something you just need someone who will do it with you, please, let's do it together. So to kind of go over what cash stuffing is, because I feel like if you don't know, you're kind of like, what is this girl talking about? In very easy terms, it's you take an envelope, whether it's like this, or it's a literal mail envelope, or a box, a binder, whatever you want to put money into. You take your cash and you literally just intentionally put it in. So you'll have like several envelopes, and you are just dividing your money up and putting them into the envelopes until you eventually reach your goals, or the amount of money that you need to save, anything like that. If you are wanting to, they're great for long-term goals. I know a big question about it is, do you withdraw money every paycheck and then do you deposit the money? Typically, yes. Unless you work in a job like serving, which is, 90% cash, you will have to go back and forth to the bank. It just kind of depends on if that's something you want to do. It is something that you have to invest your time into. There is also, if that's not really something that interests you, but you want to find ways to divide your money up. So let's say you have $200 that you have, we'll say, in just your regular checking account, and you're like, well, this is extra, it's the end of the month, I don't really need this, I want to put this towards different savings. You can get a bank that has vaults or buckets. So like I have SoFi, and I can make different vaults. So I can make a vacations vault, I can make a car maintenance vault, I can make a pet care vault, and I can designate and break up that $200 and put them in there. I know Ally has buckets, so you can get your money and put it in buckets. It works the same way. Or you can get an app that does it for you. So there's Budget Bestie. I like Budget Bestie. There's Fleur, and I'm sure there's several others, but they will actually divide your, not actually in the bank, it's only in the app, but it gives you virtual envelopes. And so it works just like the Vaults does. So you can create different envelopes. You can make it just for savings. You can do it for all your bills. And so like if you want to put 100 of what's in your bank account towards rent, you just put in the app that 100 of your 200 goes into rent, and that way you have a visual of what that money is supposed to be in your account. And that's all it is. So that's really all cash stuffing is in general, is it's just categorizing your money and putting it in an intentional spot. And so that's what we're doing here. I wish I had a little money tray, but I will eventually get one for you guys. So my money, I have 436, yeah, 420, wait, I think it's $436 that I am cash stuffing. 420 of it is going into one envelope, and I'll talk more about that in just a moment, but you'll see me kind of categorize the rest of it, except for this one. This $1 is a star bill. My camera's not going to focus very well because I don't have a very nice camera. I'm going to work on that, but there's a star at the end of this bill in comparison to this one that has, I wonder if I can use, oh, it's trying. There we go. Okay, well, okay, but so at the end of this one is a letter, and at the end of this one is a star. So this is a star bill. My boyfriend found it for me. I had mentioned that I kind of wanted to start collecting them, and he was amazing and found me one. They're not super easy to find, so I just thought it was very sweet that he texted me all excited about it. But I am going to start an envelope for star bills as well. And so you'll watch me divide this money up and we'll put these in some categories together. I will have more money to cash stuff after I work this weekend. I work 2 jobs, so I work an 8 to 5 Monday through Friday, and then I work Saturday and Sunday at a little restaurant. I get paid bi-weekly at my 8 to 5, and I get paid weekly with a paycheck from my restaurant job on top of my tip outs. I'm a host in an expo, and so they try to tip me out every day. So I will have cash to stuff after this weekend. This was what was left in my paycheck after I paid my bills, so that's why, not that this is a low amount by any means. Like, I'm honestly surprised by how much I had left over, but so for this money, because I said I would talk about it later, we'll just go ahead and jump into this. I had saved money for Run Disney. I am doing Run Disney at the end of this month, and I need 700. I made my goal 700, but I kind of upped it to 750. This is my minimum goal, so I have to have this, but I'm aiming for 750, so I have a $50 buffer. And so I have to jump on getting this. I had more money saved up, and I ended up having to pull it because we had to get passports. And so that was an unexpected expense, and that kind of took everything I had saved. So I pretty much had to start over this week, literally on the 1st. And so I did 300 from my paycheck from my full-time job, and then I just took money from my weekend job and put the remainder towards here. And so that's why I have 420, is because I took pretty much whatever was remaining of my full-time paycheck and then combined it with my restaurant job paycheck. So that's why we're putting so much in here. It will not be like that normally. I was surprised by actually how much I was able to do. It was a very pleasant surprise. So this is not a very common thing, and then I will like putting this much into Run Disney is a one-time thing. From now on, it'll just be smaller increments. My plan is $35 a day that I receive income. So I get tipped out both each day on the weekend, and then I get the paycheck, and I get a weekly from the restaurant, and then I get one more paycheck from my full-time job before Run Disney. So I plan to pull 35 from each of those. Excuse me. And that's what that is. So that's kind of what we're doing with our money today, but so it won't be as exciting of a cash stuffing as it will be other days, and so I won't have as many categories. Since we were talking about categories, I won't have as many to cash stuff this week, but we are going to kind of reset up my binders. I have 3 binders, and unfortunately I do not have the means to have like pretty customized envelopes, so I had to make my own little labels. You'll notice that they are not even. I am terrible at cutting. I can't cut in straight lines to save my life, so unfortunately they're not all even, but it's fine, we'll make it work. And then with the kind of redoing, we are replacing a lot of these. So you'll see that these have the zippers on the bottom. I'm replacing 15 of these because I only bought 1 pack of these and I should have bought 2. So I'll probably do that this weekend after I work. But these are just a lot nicer, and they're like gentler on the fingers. You can just open it right up, and then they lay flatter. These, as you can tell when I pick it up, they're just thick. These are thick boys here. And so I just am trying to kind of get rid of that. I don't have enough to replace all of them. So what we'll probably do is, let me move these. With these 3 binders, my Powerpuff Girl binders, that was not intentional, but I love it. I only have the 3 for now. I would love to eventually have like a pet one, but you know, maybe one day. So this is my bills one. I'm gonna keep them organized the way that I originally had planned. So this is bills. This is savings. I did have my savings and debt in one, but I'm going to move my debt to this one since that is a fixed expense. So that's why this is pink. I was matching them to the binder, but it's fine. We're just going to move that to fixed expenses. So this will be sinking funds, savings, anything like that. And then this is my month ahead binder. So we'll be putting envelopes in here, but we will not be stuffing this. My plan is to, whenever I actually cash stuff enough of the bill that it is a full payment, it'll get moved into here, and then I can eventually be a month ahead, and that'll be really nice. And then once I'm a month ahead, I will probably use this binder for something else. This is just kind of like my temporary month ahead binder, because once you're 1 month ahead, it is supposedly easier to kind of stay 1 month ahead. I cannot talk. I'm so sorry. It's easier to stay 1 month ahead. So that's supposedly how it works. We'll see. We're in this together. We'll find out together. So we're going to keep this one, the old envelope, since this won't be used quite as frequently. I really want to replace this one with the new ones. It's such a lovely blue, and so I want to replace these. And so we're going to do that together. So let's go ahead. Let's get all of these ready. I already have them separated. So like here's my 3 debts, and then here's all the blues. And then I made one for my star bills. I'm so excited for that. There are 15 of these. So let me see how many we need. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13. Okay, so, well, at least I got to replace 1 whole binder. I'll get some more of the flat ones. I think I have them backwards. I had to, like, get rid of all the little stuffings, the whole stuffies. So let's put these in here. I think, because I have, okay, so I have the 420 to stuff, and I have 1 star bill, so that leaves me, is it $16 left to cash stuff? I think so. So that's okay. like I said, I'll have more this weekend. Okay, I think these are all the right, facing the right way. If not, we'll fix it. I'll have more of this stuff this weekend, so I'll be, oh, I missed one. I'm too lazy to do that right now, but we'll have a more exciting cash stuffing. I don't know if I'll do it weekly or if I'll do it bi-weekly, just so that I have more to stuff. Yeah, you guys let me know. Even if it's only like $40, would you want to see that? Or do you want me to kind of wait and put the money aside until I have a little bit more? What do you want to see? Yeah, you know what? What do you want to see in this channel to begin with? Are you wanting, like, I definitely, obviously I'm going to do cash stuffing videos and cash condensing videos, but do you want, like, budgeting videos? I don't have that much exciting of a budget, but, like, if you want to see that, I'll do it. I don't want to share, like, I don't want to share my entire income with you. But and not because I don't trust you guys, but just because, it's my income. I don't know what you guys want to see. So let me know in the comments what you're interested in. So cash stuffing for sure, cash condensing, which is where you just, like, if you have let's say you have like 30 ones in one envelope, you come in with a 20 and a 10 and you just swap them out so that there's not so much money in one envelope. Tell me what you want to see. So, do I want to put them in order of when the bill is due or the highest amount? Let's do it in the... No, let's do it in the highest amount. Yeah. Okay. Then it will be car payment. My car payment is $288, and my plan is to start breaking that up into 2 smaller payments, because apparently if you do that, it helps with Jimbo's bills. That's when Jimbo gives me his money. Jimbo's my boyfriend. It apparently helps with the oh my gosh, I forgot what I was talking about. My car payment. It helps with the interest. So if you do smaller payments, apparently it helps lower the interest amount. So I want to start doing that. Or do bigger payments. I don't know. I have so many plans and I just need to actually do them. And yes, my Xfinity bill, even though I got it lowered by like $40, it's still really high. So I do, unfortunately, that's like my 3rd most expensive. Next, it would be, this is my Navy Federal loan. Next, it would be electricity and the Navy Federal loan. Honestly, probably, this is my electricity. This one, my car insurance, which just went down, which is really cool. It was 108 and now it's 88 because I was a good driver. Not like me. Let's see, so probably either subscriptions or pet care. We'll do pet care because that varies. That one is not a fixed expense. And then subscriptions. And then we'll do web bank. This is the monthly one for our TV. I did like a leasing. I leased it, and so we pay monthly. I have, it was like $1,600 and I only owe like $230 left. So I've worked really hard on this one actually. And then it's because I had Jimbo's bills and buffer. So this is a quarter bill, so I won't be stuffing this one everyone. This is actually due this month, so I probably won't stuff it at all. We'll see. This is like a low priority, and it's so inexpensive. It's like $45. And then we have water rental. I definitely feel like I'm missing something. This is what happens when I don't put it in the order that I pay it. So then, okay, so I'm just gonna make sure that there's not 2 in any of them. So we've got, because I only do, Jimbo and I split a lot of our bills. So when cash stuffing, I'm only doing my portion. If you decide, if you and your partner, or if you have a roommate or anything, you decide to both cash stuff or they give you money or anything, you can absolutely do the whole amount. So like we split renter's insurance, we split water rental. This is that we have a cooler, and they bring us the jugs of water monthly, and so that's what this is. I pay for this, and then I have subscriptions I pay for, so like my budget bestie, and I pay for Hulu, he pays for Netflix, so we kind of split it up. Because subscriptions is kind of like something either you could split, or if you have ones that you like I pay for Spotify, and he uses my Spotify because I get the student discount, so it just depends. However you want to set this up is completely up to you. We split pet care, but pet care, like we have 2 cats, so litter, like we're constantly getting litter, we're constantly getting treats, so like this isn't the reason why I can't say this is a fixed variable, is because they like to eat, okay, which means we have to swap stuff out pretty frequently. And so we split pet care, but you know, sometimes he might spend more because he might be out and can buy litter. Sometimes I might spend more. I pay for my own car insurance. I pay for this loan, Navy Federal loan. We split our electricity. I pay for Xfinity because he pays for our phones on Verizon. And they come out about the same. I pay for my car payment. He doesn't have a car payment, but he has credit cards. So it ends up kind of evening out. And then we split rent. Okay, so I think that is all of those. And then I don't know if I'll have a buffer one. I'll have to think about that one. And then even though, because typically I just go ahead and pay for our portions except for rent. I can't pay for both our rents. So he'll go ahead and give me his rent money, and I go ahead and deposit that, and I don't cash stuff that. But when I already pay for all our bills, we split when I have my money, and then he just gives me the money back, and I usually will just put it in here until I'm ready to do something else with it. So that's why I have a Jimbo's Bill one, but I want to do better about actually like intentionally separating it and putting it in a category. I guess I could, like, if he's giving me like his half of water rental, I could go ahead and put it in so that it's ready. I don't know. I need to really think about what I want to do with the money he gives me for our bills. It would make the most sense if I did that. And then I haven't decided if I want to keep buffer. I really wish I had a tray. Maybe eventually. So next we will do our savings. And I guess now I have to go ahead and hole punch this real quick. So I definitely want to put my Run Disney money in one of these. And then I'm thinking I think I'll wait to do the Star Bill just because those are so rare. I can wait until I get another pack of these, which I want to order them this weekend. But I need to start saving for the cruise. I want to save $300 for the cruise because overall, like, they pretty much paid for everything, cruise wise. And so like, I want to bring money for myself, and then Jimbo's going to bring his own money. So I want to kind of start setting aside just a little bit for that. And anything if I don't use my entire Run Disney amount, that will go towards the cruise. It's kind of like a vacation sinking fund. It all blends together. So let's see what we can do here. Are they all pointed the same? Yeesh. Let's see. I made like so many. I just made a bunch, and then as I was on my way home today, I thought of more that I should have made. And so I don't think I'm going to use this one yet. Okay, so here is cruise, and then Run Disney. I need a new desk, so I'm currently using a desk, and you've probably noticed like some wobbling. A leg broke off because this is like a $40 Amazon desk from when I was getting my PC, and so I need a new desk. So my friend was so sweet, and she like sent me $25. Shout out to Jay. She sent me $25 just to start my new desk, and so I need to withdraw that and put that in here. So maybe that'll be one that we do. We're not doing that one yet. I do need to start doing car care because I desperately need new tires. I would probably use an old envelope. I don't think I'm gonna do these. These are more like wallet ones. Well, not that one. But I have a cash stuffing wallet, which I will eventually kind of start stuffing in the videos. I just haven't put money in it. But I have these as categories in that. So these probably won't get used in these. We'll see. But okay, so we will go ahead, we'll do cruise. I'm just putting this one up front because that's going to be the one I use first, hopefully. And then we'll do emergencies. And we'll do, I really want to do emergencies, but I'm going to get more envelopes. So it's not, for the new envelopes, we'll just do these for now, and I will get new envelopes this weekend, and the next time I film, hopefully they'll arrive, I'll have the new envelope set up, so I won't do this on camera next time. But we'll go ahead, because we're out of the new envelopes, we'll go ahead and put these in. I have little trackers in here, so because we have no money in here, we don't have to worry about the trackers right now, but I like found I just Googled trackers. So the only thing I did with it is change this to match the font I have now. So I looked for free trackers. So I recommend going and supporting a lot of cash stuffing people create their own, and I recommend going and supporting them. I can't wait for the day that I can do that too. I really want to support other cash stuffers and buy their products and get like customized envelopes, trackers, like little notepads, stuff like that. That is definitely a goal of mine. I think I'll put buffer in here too. We'll do a buffer one. And buffer is literally just I should have made it. I wanted to say oopsie, but it's just you're putting extra money in here in case you go over in anything. So let's say you have 200 in groceries, but you spend 250, you can pull that 50 from your buffer. So it's a great emergency sinking oopsie fund. And then, as I mentioned earlier, I had thought of some other envelopes that I want to make. My friends and I have a book club, and we haven't been able to meet in a while just because of my schedule, but I really want to create a book club one because we take turns hosting, and the host will like put together the entree, and so I and some decor. So I want to have a book club one so that when I'm hosting, I can, you know, have fun set aside for it and make sure that I'm giving like a good experience. And that's something that I hope to do. And I will still be cash stuffing those, don't worry. And then just really quick, these are gonna be the month ahead ones, so they are green. I put buffer in here too. I guess I should put these in the same order. I might just throw these in here for now because we're already at like 30-minute video. And I still have the cash stuff. So let's go. I'm just gonna go through these really quickly, and then we can start cash stuffing. And I'll have these better organized in my next video. I think I'm gonna get I want to order a little cash organizer because having it on the desk just doesn't She's not a very appealing person. I just don't like the way it looks. So I watched this one girl, and she's great. She's amazing. She's the Mountain Budget, and she does, if you've made it this far in the video, comment with an emoji. And I don't want to take her idea. I think it's really cute, but I want to figure out some way to like help kind of inspire like communication amongst you, and just kind of like, I don't know how to put that, how to phrase that. Why did I put Jimbo's bills in here too? I don't know. I just want to find ways to kind of help connect with you guys, because that's just something that's always really important for me. I used to, well, I hope to again eventually, but I like streaming video games. And so I was really big on creating a community, and we even have like a Discord and everything. And that's just something that is really important to me, is to have conversations. I guess since I made these, I'll go ahead and these might not be in here next time. But I have to think of a way for us to, you know, but for this one video, I am going to say, if you made it this far, drop a money bag or dollar bill, emo, anything like that. Just drop that in there and tell me what kind of videos you want to see. Don't forget a money emoji and what kind of videos you want to see. Don't forget. Okay, let's get to the cash stuffing part. I've been yapping. Honestly, it's all probably gonna go in here. Oh my gosh, it keeps shaking. I need a new desk so bad. Again, we are putting most of our money in here, and I have this I have this little saving challenge. I went ahead and colored it in to match the 420. As you can see, this is a mess. I was going to use it for something else, didn't like it, so I decided to make it for Run Disney. This just came free with one of the binders, and I hate that it they printed it like this, because I can't put it in there. So I have to like either do like that, or I just have to continuously click to it. So let's go ahead and put that in here. So each cake equals $35. So this should sum up to $420. So we've got 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300, 20, 40, 60, 80, 420. And if you are new, that is cash stuffing. So super easy and just a great way to save money and to start like intentionally organizing your money. And yeah, that's it. Okay. So we are going to go ahead. This is our star bill. We are going to go ahead and put our star bill in here. I don't really need a tracker in here, so I'm going to actually take this one out of here, at least for now. And I will put it in here. Very nice. So I have guys, I'm not actually sure this is a real $5 bill. It's not as noticeable, but like it looks fishy. So I'm not convinced this is a real bill, but for now. But we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. So I did say I want to put money. I want to put money in all of these. So how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Should we just do $5? No, wait. $3 each. Well, I have a 5. Okay. We're gonna do 5 in emergencies. Okay, beautiful. We'll do, I don't know, we're just gonna wing it. If I do 3, we'll do 2. Yeah, we'll do 2 in cruise. We'll do 3 in car care. I really need tires. I need to really like focus on putting money in this one. 3 in pet emergencies, because this is gonna cover like the vet and flea collars. Luckily Kahlua, my dog, she just got her flea collar, so we don't have to replace it for a while. But yeah, and then 2 a new desk, and then I really need to remember to put the 25 from Jay in here. But that's that's it. That is cash stuffing. So super exciting. This will actually go with emergencies, and since this was the money I had saved and then I had to take out for the passport, and so because I had to take the money out for the passport, this is already marked for $150, and so I'm gonna, it's fine that it's marked, I'm gonna replace it this month. It's a magic month, so I get a 3rd paycheck and I will be able to replenish the 150 back between the 2 paychecks. Hopefully a little bit more. We'll have to see. And then depending on how much I make from my weekend job. So I know I was kind of all over the place, and then we were putting together the binders, but I am so excited to be here with you and to start this journey with you. And just remember to comment what kind of videos you want to see. Definitely cash stuffing, and we're definitely going to do cash condensing, especially because like we already put some ones in here, and we'll eventually replace those ones once it gets to stuff that we can swap out. And maybe some budget videos, and you know, maybe I can open like Happy Mail, which is when we get like cash stuffing related items. I don't know. But remember, money emote and what you want to see. But this was so fun. I'm so happy to be sharing this journey with you, and I will see you soon. Bye.